What's up, my YouTube and Instagram family? This your boy Roberto checking in with another conspiracy video. I'm gonna be talking about race wars. Yes, race wars. It's crazy we're in 2020 and we're still talking about racism and things of that sort. Race wars are intentionally created by the government. And anytime the people start to unite, what's the best way to get them to go against each other? Have something dealing with race happen. And that's exactly what the government does. The government creating race wars, and it happens all the time. Those are the biggest distractions that they can ever get over in the United States. Not sure about other countries, but in the United States, race wars are the biggest distractions. And anytime the government needs a distraction, they have a police kill the unarmed black man or anything, it always, they always use a black person as a guinea pig. And this creates the race war. As you see riots and things of that sort, it ends up being a black versus white thing, because rather than the people all siding together to say something is wrong, they get divided, and it starts a race war where name calling happens and all types of things happen. And this is the government showing how much power they have, how much control they have over the people, and how they can manipulate what's being seen in the media, what's happening, and what's going on. The government has been playing with us, manipulating us for a very long time, guys. And we fall for it every time. Every single time. These race wars have been destroying us for years. Since social media has become a thing, the race wars have become 20 times worse. Because, it's always video footage or something. These things are set up to happen intentionally. It's the government needing distractions, guys. And what better way to do it than to get us to fight against each other in a race war, guys. We gotta stop falling for it. We gotta learn to unite and stand together. When something wrong happens, we have to accept that was wrong, and we have to stand together, and we have to fight against the corrupt politics that are filling our head up with the nonsense. The biggest issue is we cannot work together. We always start to go against each other. We allow them to pin us against each other and then we start focusing only on each other and not what's going on in the world. So much is probably going on with the government and other things, but right now it's going unlooked at and pretty much unheard of, because everybody's focusing on the George Floyd's case, the riots, black people and white people lashing out at each other, and the government's sitting back doing everything they need to do. They're doing it. They're pretty much getting it done underneath the rug. No one can see it. They didn't have enough distractions. The distractions they were using weren't big enough. So after killing and sacrificing so many celebrities and things of that sort, they had to resort to the unarmed black man being killed, because that is one of the most popular ways to distract the public. And that always works for every race. White, black, Hispanic, once that unarmed black man is killed, every race gets involved, and this is when you see each race lashing out at each other. But the government knows this is going to happen. The elites know this is going to happen. They're distracting us. They know we're going to focus on each other and not them. The government does not want the attention on them right now, because they're struggling handling the coronavirus. They're trying to pass certain laws. They're trying to do so much, and they're losing the battle, and the people are starting to put our foot on their necks. And you know what they did once they realized we were putting the foot on their necks? They pulled this. None of their distractions were working, so they pulled out the biggest distraction of them all. And this is what happened, guys. So now what's going to be in the media all day? All we're going to see is riots, looting, George Floyd's, people talking about it. This shows how easily we're distracted. We should be able to unite with this and still hold the government accountable for what's going wrong in the country right now. Dealing with the coronavirus, vaccines, we should be able to do both. We shouldn't have to shift all our attention off of one thing and go to the other. So now nobody's focused on the government anymore. The black people are focused on justice, along with some white people. Just focused on justice for George Floyd. But at the same time, they should be focusing on everything else too. Don't take all your attention off what's really going on in the world. And the white people, not all white people, some are focusing on lashing out at the black people and telling them how they should feel and how this happens to everybody. But not all white people are doing that. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to hold any race down and say that all races are focused on this, because there are some people that are still focusing on both. But look how quickly our attention went from coronavirus, this country reopening back up, to everybody focusing on each other. This is the way for them to open the country back up without no one really caring. No one's going to care about the coronavirus. The country's opening back up. Now all the focus is on George Floyd case. No one's thinking about the danger of the coronavirus spreading because they're opening the country back up. This is the ultimate distraction from the country opening back up, guys. Now watch as every state opens back up. Coronavirus cases may fly through the roof again. You never know. But look how easily we got distracted from the country opening back up. That was everybody's focus. The country opening up, the coronavirus, how they've been handling it, the presidential election. Everything's completely changed. Completely changed, guys. Now, the focus has gone from that to riots, George Floyd, and I'm happy people are standing up for George Floyd and doing what they're doing, but I want them to stay on top of the government too about opening this country back up. I need the celebrities to keep their foot on the government's neck and talk about how George Floyd got wrongfully killed, and still talk about how they're poorly deciding to reopen the country when we're in the midst of the coronavirus and it's still killing people, and we got millions of people infected and over 100,000 deaths. That's what we want to see, guys. We want both. Don't hold each other down. We need to focus on what's really going on, guys. We need to focus on everything. Not just George Floyd, not just the coronavirus, but we need to focus on both. And everybody that's doing wrong right now needs to be held accountable. Those officers need to be held accountable. We need pressure in every category. Don't take off one category and go to the other. We need to hold pressure on every category. Make the government accountable for how they're handling this coronavirus. Make those officers pay for what they did to George Floyd. Let's keep our foots on their necks, guys. Let's keep our foots on their necks. All of us, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, everybody. We need to work together and hold these officers and these government officials accountable. Don't be distracted, guys. We are all one race, and that's the human race. Let's continue to be one race, and let's work together and not be distracted by our government and be fooled with what's really going on in the world. This is the biggest conspiracy, guys, and you know there's a lot of truth to this. This is what they do to distract us and take attention off. They want this economy back open and thriving, and now that they have us distracted, everything's about to open up. We're going to see so many more announcements on what's opening. Just like Disney's opening back up in July. The NBA will probably get a date for the NBA. All types of things now, guys. Stay focused. And I'll talk to you guys later.